think any reading regarding Mutanabbi Street should begin with a poem by Al-Mutanabbi himself. You were right, sir. Your words are still wings of light, always carrying you to us, sometimes carrying us to you. And your name is a green tattoo on Baghdad's tired face. Your street, a forehead of a body beheaded every morning. Just another chapter in the saga of blood and ink you knew so well. I cannot lie to you, I'm quite pessimistic. We are still etching on the walls of this cave, which is thousands of years long, signs we keep reinterpreting and myths about a future world where we don't devour one another. Where the sun is friendly and the seas cannot inherit our fervor, some of us are digging a deeper grave, about to embrace us all. They too have their engravings, maps, philosophers, and books. We can only keep dreaming of a shore for the wind and dig wells in the dark with nails of silence and solitude. We will leave an ocean out of ink for our myths, and out of words a sail or a shroud, vast enough for us all. Every book is a well around which we sit and drink to your health. Try to live like you did with death and after it. I mentioned started on Boudou. He has a series of short poems, and you can see the original in Arabic. I did this 4 poems in a series with an Arabic speaker, and it was quite amazing. Very receptive. The audience really enjoyed the meter and the music and the sound of what is inherent to Arabic poetry. This is Incident in a Mountain Village. The air is suddenly incensed. Night shivers inside the tree as we listen to a storm of fluttering wings that rise by their thousands. In the dark, it is the birds fleeing from a rock that fell headlong from its height on the mountainside and lodged itself into the mouth of the well.
I wish Bo could be here because he conceived of this project. He's a really passionate poet and bookseller in San Francisco, and I was moved to participate in the Mutanabbi Street Coalition after I went to the first commemorative reading at the San Francisco Public Library in August 2007. I wanted to tell you a little bit about something that Bo had said to me in an email. He said, I know you're going to represent the project well, but here are some things I want you to put out there. So I thought I'd read you, just so you have a sense of what Bo's mission has been all along with this Mutanabbi Street Coalition. What did an attack on a cultural street mean to the Iraqi Society of Readers and Writers? What did it mean to our own cultural community? What should it mean to us? What does it feel like to watch your own community of artists, writers, and intellectuals methodically be taken apart by killings, kidnappings, and death threats that force entire families into exile? What is to be gained, and by whom? By removing those who create an art that bears witness to what they see and dream. 2. What is within this idea of attacking the printed word, and what prompts the feeling that there should be only one interpretation of the past and the future, and that it should be controlled by one group? 3. How does a cultural community respond to the constant killing that targets the very self-identity of a country? And how does our own cultural community begin to address the aftermath of the incomprehensible wreckage of lives that we will be leaving behind? 4. What is the strength of our art, and how do we test it? And this is the poem that introduced me to Sarah Browning. The Split This Rock Poetry Festival had a contest, and I submitted this poem. I couldn't get it published anywhere else, so then I got a phone call in March '08, and Sarah said, oh, your poem has been selected as the second prize winner. She said, I think it's fabulous. I said, oh, I'm so glad, because nobody else wanted to publish it. So it's called Ways to Count the Dead, and there's a little epigraph that is actually verbatim from a student of mine in 2005. Keeping track of the Iraqi death toll isn't the job of the United States, the student said. And besides, how would we count the dead? take their limbs strewn about the streets, multiply by 1,001. Ask everyone in Baghdad who has lost a brother, cousin, sister, child to speak their name in a recorder. Go to every school, stand at the front of the class, take roll. For every empty desk, at least 2 dead. Find every shop that sells cigarettes. Ask how many more cartons they've sold this year. Go to the bus station and buy 10 tickets. Offer them free to anyone who wants to leave. Go see the coffin maker. Ask how much cedar and pine he's ordered this month. The dead don't require much. They don't speak in numbers or tongues. They lie silent, waiting to be counted.
I was born at home, okay? And my aunt was a midwife. She took me into this world. I was sung into this world. I came into this world on the same bed I later slept in as a child. My aunt, a midwife, large brown eyes, scar the shape of the sun on one cheek, sat at the gate of my mother's womb, sang me into this world. Bia kuchulu, bia azizam, inja kheli qashange, bia bia. Bia kuchulu, bia azizam, nur ast u آواز عشق و ما. بیا بیا قلبمون شکوفه کرده برای تو طولش نده. بیا 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 بیا. Come little one, come dear one, it's beautiful here. Come, come. Come little one, come dear one, we've songs light, a kind moon and love. Come, come. Hearts here have blossomed to receive you. Don't tarry. Come, come. Come, come. Come, come. It was this song I followed into this world. Today, yellowed by age and cancer, my aunt's sapphire wings are spread. I sit by her bed, make her promise to comfort me when it is my time, to sing me into the other life with the same song.